Adobe has finally killed Flash Player and good riddance.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're looking at retro websites that no longer exist, aside from Internet Archive.
If you want more Madden footage, head over to GameTrailers.com.
Number 20, Nupedia. Before Wikipedia cemented itself as the internet's go-to information source, there was Nupedia. Actually, both sites had creators in common, Jimmy Wales and Larry Sanger. In 2000, the two launched Nupedia as a free content online encyclopedia driven by volunteer contributors.
Through our work, which is never perfect, but we're always plugging away, trying to make it better, we've become pretty well trusted, and I think that's kind of cool.
Although Nupedia shared many similarities with Wikipedia, there was one notable difference. Nupedia required articles to be peer-reviewed, with a 7-step approval process. The following year, Wales and Sanger created Wikipedia as a side project. Unlike Nupedia, Wikipedia didn't require a meticulous peer review, leading to a faster growth. Within a month, Wikipedia had almost 200 articles, 10 times more than Nupedia.
How much money do you make from this?
None.
Why do you do it?
The idea of it, making it all free, fascinates me. Well, my mother grew up in the Soviet Union, so I'm very conscious of what it can mean to make knowledge free.
While Sanger preferred Nupedia, Wales found Wikipedia more convenient and user-friendly. After Sanger exited in 2002, Nupedia only lasted another year, eclipsed by Wikipedia.
Wikipedia was going to be paired with another website called Nupedia, which was going to actually vet the articles and post them as being expert approved.
Number 19, Boo.com. Boo.com was founded in March 1999, a year before the dot-com bubble peaked and ultimately popped. Specializing in trendy sportswear and fashion, this e-retailer was among the earliest casualties of the dot-com crash, although there were once high hopes for Boo.com. So much so that backers invested millions, wanting it on the dot-com boom.
And now you've seemed to have £70 million, I believe they spent on their technology, and you've picked it up for a song by the sounds of things.
Yes, I think we have.
The vision for the site was overly ambitious given this era's technological limits, leading to a series of high-profile delays. Upon finally launching, many users struggled to navigate the site, finding it complicated and slow. Sales were low, but spending was excessive, with the company going through $135 million in a year and a half. Boo's employees and investors were in for a scare by May 2000, as the company faced liquidation.
Well, the young founders of Boo.com discovered the answer to that when they tried to build a state-of-the-art global fashion business and ended up with the ultimate .com disaster.
Number 18, Blip TV.
Blip TV is the biggest online video network you've probably never heard of. Blip streams some 50 million videos monthly, but 95% of them are seen on blogs and websites, not on Blip TV.
Blip TV was founded in May 2005, just 3 months after YouTube launched. Where YouTube was initially associated more with viral videos, Blip TV provided a platform for content creators to share and monetize their web series. Channel Awesome, Rooster Teeth, and Red Letter Media were just some of the production companies that teamed with Blip, which accumulated 100 million video views by 2010.
Blip or Blip TV?
Blip TV, they both work.
So you're launching an entirely new design for your site?
Yep.
Right?
It's our first consumer product, and it's really designed to solve the problem.
Even so, it was hard to compete with YouTube's growing dominance. In 2013, shortly after many of its founders left, Blip fell under the ownership of Maker Studios, now known as Disney Digital Network. The writing was pretty much on the wall when Blip was shut down in 2015, driving many of its creators to YouTube.
In a recent post that he did when he hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube, is that you want to be able to have the audience know when they can come and find content.
Number 17, At the Movies TV. Is film criticism an art in itself? Roger Ebert, Gene Siskel, and Richard Roeper made a case for this through the show At the Movies. In 2007, several years after Siskel died, and shortly after Ebert had to leave for health reasons, AtTheMoviesTV.com introduced the Balcony Archive, complete with video reviews going back to the mid-80s. Although it appeared the show's legacy would be preserved online, At the Movies endured some creative changes over the coming years, leading to its decline.
Our goal was to tape the show in real time, and we were hearing for the first time what the other guy said at the same time that the audience was. In practice, things didn't always go quite that smoothly.
Following its cancellation in 2010, the site disappeared along with its vast video library. Clips and episodes have since resurfaced online through third parties, often of lower video quality. At the Movies deserves an official, curated site with these reviews restored.
For a recap of all the movies on both of our lists, you can go to atthemoviestv.com. While you're there, browse through more than 20 years of movie reviews in the Balcony Archive.
Number 16, Nick Reboot. If you want to rewatch your favorite Nickelodeon shows from the 90s and 2000s, you'll need a subscription to Paramount Plus or another streaming service. During the early 2010s, though, there was Nick Reboot, an unauthorized service that streamed Nickelodeon reruns 24/7.
Nickelodeon, your TV network. Nickelodeon, the place for kids.
Nick Reboot not only streamed classic shows, but also nostalgic bumpers and commercials, fully recreating the experience. While its mysterious creators argued this was fair use, it was only a matter of time until Viacom took legal action, bringing about the site's inevitable end in 2015. Recently, the domain Nick Reboot TV surfaced, although it's apparently invite-only. Nevertheless, this gave Reddit users hope that Nick Reboot might make a comeback, but it's unlikely the original site will ever return in its former glory.
Tra-la, tra-la-la-la-la, twirly-twirly-dum. Bang, bang, shoo-little-lulu, Nickelodeon.
Number 15, Ogrish. If Ogrish were a YouTube channel, all of its content would get demonetized. As such, we'll avoid showing any of the graphic, unedited videos that drove curious viewers to Ogrish in the early 2000s. Containing uncensored gore and even death, Ogrish was not only controversial for releasing disturbing imagery, but doing so without consent.
You can see the expression on the guy's face change from being utterly terrified to being in a lot of pain to, fading away.
In one case, the FBI instructed Ogrish to remove a video containing the killing of Daniel Pearl, a Wall Street Journal reporter. Despite the site's shocking and to some unethical nature, Hayden Hewitt argued that Ogrish was tremendously serious and its community was remarkably reserved. By Halloween 2006, Ogrish was phased out to make way for LiveLeak, another video sharing site containing extreme violence.
Because, all you've really seen prior to that are kind of Hollywood renditions of these things. And the reality was just so much worse.
Since 2021, LiveLeak redirects users to itemfix.com. Number 14, game trailers. The late 90s and early aughts saw the rise of several gaming sites, many of which sadly no longer exist. Perhaps the one we miss the most is Game Trailers, which Jeffrey Grotz and Brandon Jones founded in 2002. In addition to sharing game trailers, as its name implied, the site gained a following with its reviews, countdowns, and video podcasts like Invisible Walls. Under Viacom's ownership, Game Trailers had a presence beyond cyberspace, with Jeff Keighley hosting GTTV on Spike.
Tonight on Game Trailers TV, we review Ubisoft's No More Heroes and Electronic Arts' Burnout Paradise.
Everything started to collapse after Defy Media acquired Game Trailers, leading to its closure in 2016. IGN bought Game Trailers, keeping its brand and video library alive through YouTube. For those still nostalgic for the original site, though, it's sadly game over.
And if you guys want to see all that new footage of Portal 2 again in high definition, head on over right now to GameTrailers.com.
Number 13, FlashPlayer.com.
Almost everyone had it on their computer. It's what played some of the videos and animations on websites and how we played games online. It's also how unwanted programs got on our computer.
Between the dawn of the 21st century and the rise of YouTube was a golden age of Flash animation. Many videos were shared on Newgrounds, which is still active despite the loss of Adobe Flash Player in 2020.
There's a website called Newgrounds, which is actually still going, but it was like the YouTube of Flash, and there were all these surreal, strange cartoons.
There were also alternative animation sharing sites, like FlashPlayer.com. 2000s kids surely have fond memories of watching videos from creators like Nox, Legendary Frog, and Super Flash Brothers. Some ongoing series even inspired merchandise, such as Neurotically Yours starring Foamy the Squirrel. It was also one of the sites that hosted Potter Puppet Pals, back when the series used Flash. If you look up flashplayer.com now, it'll direct you to IGN, with the original site long gone. Yet, many videos resurfaced on YouTube, now with much shorter loading times.
And the Internet Archive, which is known for that Wayback Machine, if you look up an old website and you want to find what it used to look like, they're trying to preserve some Flash animations.
Number 12, Fractal Cow. Fractal Cow is primarily remembered for one area dedicated to the most evil character on television, Bert from Sesame Street.
Got a minute?
Oh, Ernie, what is it?
Look here, Bert. I have 2 pieces of apple pie, Bert. Would you like a piece of apple pie? Oh boy, would I? Yes, yes, please.
Allow us to explain. Dino Ignacio, a student from the University of the Philippines, was looking to polish his digital art expertise. He decided to have some fun with it, launching Bert is Evil in 1997. The parody site linked Ernie's roommate to the JFK assassination, O.J. Simpson's defense team, and a pre-9/11 Osama bin Laden. The dark parody site gained a following, and even won a Webby for Best Weird Website. The site now only exists in archive form, but it remains a reminder of just how strange early internet culture was, and how things would only get more bizarre from there.
Well, I mean, if I had 2 pieces of pie, I'd offer you the big piece and take the small one for myself.
Well, Bert, you have the small piece, Bert.
Number 11. The Spot. Imagine Melrose Place, but in mid-90s website form. That's how many describe The Spot, which commercial director Scott Zarikin helped launch in 1995. Inspired by Zarikin's experiences in chat rooms, The Spot chronicled an episodic online story, often being cited as the first web series of its kind.
Digital images like these and information files help fans follow the comings and goings of 5 people who live in a house in Santa Monica, California.
Actors portrayed spotmates, who appeared in videos and photos that accompanied diary entries. The site also made visitors part of the narrative, encouraging Spot fans to send messages, occasionally influencing the writing staff. Users could even communicate with characters as if they were real. The Spot won a Webby, although the series ended in 1997 amid financial difficulties, Zakarin's exit, and similar sites drawing traffic away.
And to talk by computer with their favorite characters through electronic messages known as email.
We are able to put things out there that television never could.
There were multiple attempts to relaunch The Spot, but Zakarin wasn't attached. Number 10. ChaCha. Before everyone had smartphones with internet access, you often had to wait until you got to your home computer or to a library to research your burning questions.
Where did the word dude come from?
It's thought to be of German origin.
ChaCha provided a pretty ingenious solution, allowing users to call or text a number with questions and receive answers from human researchers known as guides. There was also a desktop version, which was useful if you weren't getting a straight answer from Google. But while ChaCha might have been useful in 2006, when it was first launched, it became less relevant as time went on.
Thanks for using ChaCha's experimental mobile answer service. What is your question today?
Eventually, the company started losing money and shedding employees until finally closing for good in December of 2016.
Thanks for your question. Your answer will be sent to your phone as a text message in a few minutes.
Number 9. 6Degrees. The term social media wasn't widespread until the 2000s, but 6Degrees.com showed the power of this concept back in 1997. This site was based on the idea of growing your personal network via the internet, a forecast of just how blurred the line between real life and internet life would eventually become. Based on the concept of all people being connected by 6 degrees of separation, the site invited users to list everyone they knew and foster those same connections online. Its features were mainly limited to messaging and bulletin boards, and just 3 years after its launch, it shut down. Still, 6 Degrees was still an important precursor to some of today's biggest social media platforms. So, what's the verdict? Do we think Kevin Bacon ever joined?
Well, that's it. It's over. I'm cool. It's not going to last. In 3 months, nobody is going to be talking about the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Number 8. JennyCam. With social media, it feels like we know far more about people and their personal lives than we ever wanted to. But in the 90s, the idea of getting to know a complete stranger was an intriguing novelty. Enter JennyCam, a website run by Jennifer Ringley, who started this life cast when she was a 19-year-old college student.
JennyCam is www.jennycam.org, and I encourage everybody to go check it out.
Millions tuned into Ringley's broadcasts, which included some explicit material, and she became something of a celebrity, appearing on talk shows like The Late Show with David Letterman. A change in PayPal policy ultimately caused Ridgely to shut down JennyCam at the end of 2003. She since avoided the public eye, which includes no social media profiles, but she kept working with computers and would later become a programmer. Number 7. Pets.com.
Pets.com was one of the first e-commerce companies. We sold everything for pets, from food to toys.
If you watched TV in the late 90s, you undoubtedly saw commercials for Pets.com with their sock puppet mascot. While this enterprise specialized in pet supplies, their management quickly went to the dogs. Pet.com's revenue lagged far behind their spending, and they became one of the biggest cautionary tales of the dot-com bubble. The company was liquidated in November 2000, just 2 years after its launch.
Pets.com is closing down.
Or in dog years, 14 years after its launch. Chewy.com would later demonstrate that pet supply sites like this can be profitable and long-standing. They just need to be properly managed.
Ooh, no, baby, please don't go.
Number 6. Grooveshark. Before Spotify, Apple Music, and other services showed the profitability of music streaming, there was Grooveshark. This was a website that allowed users to upload and listen to their favorite songs. There was just one massive issue. Songs were being uploaded without the consent of their owners, meaning Grooveshark was named in numerous copyright infringement lawsuits. Apple, Android, and Facebook all removed the Grooveshark app in response, and it soon became apparent that Grooveshark would eventually have to stop swimming. A legal settlement in 2015 forced the site to close down for good. After just over 9 years, the grooves were sadly over. Number 5. Google Answers. The primary function of Google is to provide answers, so it seems a little redundant to have another site where users submit questions. But search engine technology wasn't quite as sophisticated as it is now back when Google Answers first launched in 2002. Contractors known as Google Answer Researchers, or GARs for short, would answer questions, and they didn't necessarily come cheap. Some answers could cost as much as $200, which is a high price to pay for information. The answers tended to be extensive, but the site's lifespan wasn't. The knowledge market shut down in 2006, but you can still comb through its archives. Number 4. MegaUpload.
MEGA, upload to me today.
A website dedicated to uploading and sharing files is a great idea, but it's one that can easily fall into iffy copyright territory. That's what happened with MegaUpload, a file hosting service founded by entrepreneur Kim.com. For just under 7 years, MegaUpload lets users share all types of files and became one of the web's most popular sites, even inspiring a song. While the site claimed to take action against copyright infringement, it was ultimately a haven for digital piracy. In 2012, the US Department of Justice shut it all down, and .com and other MegaUpload executives were arrested. Talk about a mega problem.
They've been arrested on warrants relating to breach of copyright offences in the United States.
Number 3. Friendster. It might be lost to the sands of internet history, but there was a time when Friendster was the top social media site around.
So here's a place that suits your style. A place where you can express yourself.
Granted, there wasn't a lot of competition when it started, but credit where credit is due. The site drew more than 115 million registered users after its 2003 launch, and realizing the potential in social media, Google offered to buy the site for $30 million. Friendster's owners turned this down, which was viewed as a colossal miscalculation. As Facebook grew in popularity, Friendster found itself in a bind, switching its status to social gaming site. The site went defunct in 2015, and the company ended it for good 3 years later. Friends forever, but not Friendster forever.
Well, it was called Friendster, and at its peak, it was a vibrant social network with more than 50 million members.
50 million?
That's right. But then, out of the blue, the civilization just ended.
Number 2. GeoCities. If you used the internet in the 90s, you probably visited at least one GeoCities site. Heck, you probably made one yourself. GeoCities was web hosting for people who didn't know a thing about coding, but who wanted to make sites of their own. Web pages were categorized based on cities, such as Hollywood and Silicon Valley, which were dedicated to movies and acting. They didn't look great, and certainly not by today's standards, but they gave users a way to express themselves, as well as a practice web design. In 1999, Yahoo took ownership and brought about some unpopular changes. GeoCities' end came about in 2009, which many blamed on Yahoo's management.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Club Penguin.
Rated E for everyone.
It might sound like a social spot for flightless birds, but Club Penguin was actually one of the most popular internet communities around. A massively multiplayer online game, or MMO, Club Penguin gave users and their penguin avatars a world of games and other activities to enjoy. The site proved so popular, Disney purchased it for $350 million in 2007. However, it wasn't without its critics. While the site was geared towards children, there were numerous complaints that not enough was done to keep its young users protected. Interest gradually declined, with many users getting their gaming fixes on smartphones. A Club Penguin app was released in 2013, but it wasn't enough, and in 2017, we waved a very sad flipper goodbye to the virtual world. Which defunct website did you regularly visit back in the day? Let us know in the comments.